Hi, and welcome to Spotlight on Domestic Violence. I'm Lieutenant Polly Ashford with the Dallas Police Department's Domestic Violence Unit. Joining us today to talk about her award-winning stage play, Karen Chattum's Hurting Became a Habit, is Karen Chattum Dozier. She is a family violence awareness prevention and intervention specialist. She's also an award-winning poet, playwright, author, mentor, and community activist. She's written several plays, two of which are award-winning productions, entitled Karen Chattum's 16 and Karen Chattum's You Should Have Told Me. And through her writing, she entertains, she educates, she motivates her audience to get involved in the fight against social issues such as domestic violence. Now, recently she's earned her master's degree in human services, and she's currently the executive director of We Speak on Purpose. This is a ministry that educates the community about social issues. Karen, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for this honor.
So let's start off and talk about We Speak on Purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give us a little bit of information on what it is, how it came about, and what your vision is for it?
Yes, ma'am. So We Speak on Purpose actually means we share performances, experiences, and knowledge on purpose via the stage. And so it came about because I needed a place to place my hurt. So I would write. I started writing as a kid. And then someone looked at it and was like, this needs to be a play. And so we turned in Karen Chattum's 16 into a play. It was my first one in 2010. And then from then on, we just kept building on because I still needed a place to put my hurt.
Right, right. So let's talk about Hurting Became a Habit.
Yes.
So with that one, that was actually birthed out of your own personal experiences with domestic violence, correct?
Yes. It also stemmed before the domestic violence into childhood violence, sexual violence against me as a child. And from there went on to domestic violence because I married early at the age of 16. I needed someone to love, so I on purpose got pregnant and then had a real shotgun wedding. He was 18 years old and he wasn't ready to be a dad. He wasn't ready to be a husband. In all fairness, I did that. I initiated that because I wanted a baby, and his response was to fight me.
Okay. So what can people expect when they actually come and see the play?
They can expect that no matter how you ended up in the situation, there's a way out. They can expect to get prevention. They can expect to get linkage to resources such as the Dallas Police Department. They can expect to get help. We have all kind of agency coming out. Women Called Moses. We have AIN. We have 2 HIV agencies actually coming out because I am a big intervention specialist for HIV. Okay. And that's one of the things that I have on my heart, so I want people to know their status before they leave.
Okay. So, and also, I think it worth noting that you do not charge a penny for these performances. It is free of charge for people to come and view your plays. So what are some of the things that you've heard as far as feedback? What are some of the things that people are saying about your plays?
I'm glad you mentioned that. So I want to first start off before I share the responses that were sent to me. The reason why we don't charge is, 1, it's a ministry. 2, I had someone show me when we used to charge. $10 is what I charge. And they paid $42 to get into that particular venue. After that, I shut down all charging. And God keeps making a way. But people have shared their responses, and thank you for allowing me to read them to you. The first person wrote, the play has helped people deal with mental health and self-harming. They see the reality of it. Me being a daughter of a mother with schizophrenia and personality disorder helps me understand that I'm not alone. I watched the play and saw my story and testimony. Hurting Became a Habit is a healing ministry, helping others to cope. I thought it was honest. I think my favorite part was when you spoke directly to the audience in first person after the play ended. The second person wrote, when I watched Karen Chattum's Hurting Became a Habit, it showed me into a world that I would have never imagined existed. I've heard all kinds of stories, but this play is different. Each phase of life it outlined, and the testimony is the icing on the cake. Karen is so blessed and strong to be able to come through all of that pain and still smile and want to teach and be a voice for the voiceless.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what are some of the things that you expect or would like people to take away from the play as they watch it?
I would like people to take hope, to know that every day isn't going to be the same. Today, you're in hurt. You're in the middle of your trauma. But that doesn't mean that it always has to be that way, that you can take a hold to the resources that we're providing. My mom tells me all the time, every day is not going to be the same. And I want people to know that. And to help it not be the same will become you guys, right? You guys are going to be there offering your services so that people can get linked into care. Thank you so much for that, because I didn't have that opportunity. It took me 6.5 years to get out of my domestic violence situation. So thank you guys for being a major part of this today.
Oh, you're more than welcome. And you made mention of the fact that you're going to have resources there. And at the end of all of your performances, this is something that you like to do. You like to have your audience interact with the resources that you have available for them there.
Yes.
I think you made mention of
Women at the Women Called Moses.
Women Called Moses. Yeah.
And then we will have AIN. We have 2 HIV agencies actually coming to test.
Okay.
They're going to have a mobile unit, and so they'll be able to privately test. It's a rapid testing. It's free of charge, and they'll know their status before they leave.
Right, and that's one thing I wanted everyone to know who's watching, that you, at the end of all of your plays, all of your performances, that is available.
Yes.
So, Karen, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us, or anyone that you would like to thank?
I would like to thank God. God first, because He is the head of my life, and this is a ministry. I couldn't have it without Him. I would like to thank my husband, my family, my church family, and my cast and crew, and all of my resource agencies who continue to chip in, and all the people who helped get us here today. We couldn't have made it to Dallas without donations, because we don't charge. So people prayed us in, and people donated.
So if you would like to attend one of Karen Chattum's award-winning stage plays, we've included information on dates and times of future performances at the end of this video. We've also included domestic violence resources if you or someone you know needs help.